and welcome back to my channel. My name is Crescent Moon SFX, and today I'm going to be teaching you the beauty portion and the SFX portion to post-operation Barbie. Let's get started. I'm just going to be applying a little bit of primer to my face. I'm making sure that the primer will stick so it has a good base for the foundation and we're not getting any patchiness on the face. And if you're ever curious about what primer or makeup product I'm using, I will be showing you. For the primer, I'm using the Barbie primer, which is one of my favorites. And then I'm going to let that sit for like 10 minutes and then move on to the foundation. But I am going to make sure that's very goodly rubbed into my skin because, like I said, you don't want any patchiness or anything like that. So and also to let you guys know that I will also be posting a video tomorrow as well. Okay, moving on to the next step, which is foundation. Hold on just a second, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so with a Beauty Blender sponge and my favorite foundation, which is Barbie in the shade Fair 4C, and I'm going to be mixing one of my other products that I find my favorites. Oops, oh my gosh. The Fenty Beauty Skin Tint, which these two together will make the skin more pale because I don't have that type of skin. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand, just a few squirts of Rihanna's Skin Tint. Oop. And a little bit Beauty's foundation. And I'm just going to blend it in a little bit, make my skin tint here just a little bit. And I'm just mixing in the two products together so you get a lot lighter shade than you would just playing one or the other. But seems how Barbie's skin tone is a lot lighter than mine, it just takes a little bit more to do. Which I'm just going to start applying just a tad bit of this product on. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to be applying just a little bit especially under the eyes. You want to really get under the eyes with this product. Well, when you're doing this, you're actually making two. When you're adding the skin tint is fair, but when they're both fair. This one and the Rihanna one. But mixing them, you're going to get an even lighter skin tone than what you already have. It's okay if you need to make more of this foundation or you need to apply more of it. That is completely fine. I always suggest that you apply the amount until you feel like it is good for you. I definitely try to get under the under eyes because even though we are going to put concealer under here, I am just taking what I normally do and blend it underneath. And my chin, for today I'm just doing the face. I'm not, going under my neck for today. Yeah, so I'm just blending. Make sure that it's completely blended into your face and that we are not leaving any marks behind, because we want a flawless complexion for this look. Okay, I'm gonna have to make just a little bit more and have to mix some more with this, if you can see it. I'm just doing what I did last time, just getting a couple of drops of the Fenty Beauty. This is the Easy Drops Blurring Skin Tint, if you can see from the back. And now I'm just gonna mix a little bit of this together to get my shade again. Well, because the skin tint is a lot lighter on the skin, as with the foundation, it's a little bit more, like a, how do I explain it? Thicker consistency, because you can lay the skin tint on your skin with a beauty blender and you won't even notice it's on, as with the foundation, you can notice that it's on. Okay. So once again, taking my sponge, and I'm just going to grab just a tad bit, and I'm going to go along my nose here and up on my forehead. And just add a little bit more, especially to the tops of the forehead. So make sure that we are blending in properly. I'm just going to move my hair out of the way over here. Just so my hair doesn't get in the way of the makeup that I'm applying. Later in the steps, we are going to be filling in our eyebrows and setting them with the brow gel. But for right now, we are just blending the foundation flawlessly into our skin, making sure that it is actually staying. Okay. And then just taking some more on the back of my brush, maybe just about that amount, and going right under the nose / chin area, making sure that that's very much blended in up to the jawline, always. Trying to avoid any creases as we go. Okay, that is it for that step. I'm just gonna grab these real quick and wipe off my hand. Next step we're going to do is concealer. So let me grab that real quick. Today I'm going to be using the Jaclyn concealer. And I'm just going to apply a little bit on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and little bits over there. I'm just going to apply little bits up here and some underneath my eyes, because we don't want any dark circles. We don't want any creases or anything like that, because we are Barbie. We want our skin to be porcelain and soft and looking perfection, basically. So I'm just going to take this brush right here, this one that I'm using. This is the 301 Real Techniques foundation brush. And let's get started. Because I like the brush method to do my concealer, because I feel like it blends things in perfectly. But sometimes I'll even use like the Rem Beauty concealer, because I like how it blocks out the dark circles. But you can use pretty much whatever concealer you want to block out the dark circles. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're covering it up. But you have to have the most porcelain skin there is to do this look. Okay. The under eye over here is blended in, and we're just going to copy the same thing on the other side. And I'm just blending a little bit on my nose too, so we can have even coverage on both sides. So. Just going underneath where my Cupid's bow is, that way it can also be concealed just a tad bit. So, okay, just making sure that our skin is blended here very well. And now when you do that, then you want to get up to the forehead. Up to the forehead. Making sure that that's blended in as well, so we're not, missing anything. Okay. Okay. Once that's perfectly blended, we can move on. All right. Okay. I'm just making sure that my forehead is much more blended than it was. There we go. Okay. Okay, moving on to powder now. Okay, so the next thing I'm using for powder is the Huda Beauty powder, baking setting powder in pound cake. This is the one I've been using for many years, and I just tap the powder into this top container, and then I take a brush, preferably like a flat one like this. I'm sorry. And then to dust the rest of it off, I use this one. So don't mind me. So we're going to go under our eyes with the powder, and we're going to powder our skin down just like this, right underneath our eyes. This way we can set the under eyes and different things without needing to worry about it moving, because we don't want that. And then I'm going to get right under there. Hold on a minute. Get under my chin. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go right on the chin there. Just making sure that everything is set down and we have our setting powder on. Like I said, it's okay if you need to get more powder or anything like that. That is fine. Moving that out of the way. But always making sure that you get the T-zone in the top of your forehead. That way it's set and it's not going to move on you. going to get a little bit more, just a little bit. Okay, just a tad. And then I'm going to go right down the bridge of my nose, right there. And then we're going to get where the Cupid's bow is after that. Okay. And then after we do the powdering, we're going to move right on to the brows and then the lashes. Okay, now we're going to go right under here. Right under the nose bridge area, just like that. I'm going to actually set that right over there. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was loud. Okay. Next, I'm going to be taking this fluffy brush. This brush is from Wet n Wild. You can use any brush, any big flat top fluffy brush, and I'm just going to wipe the excess powder away. That way we don't have to worry about it. Yes. There we go. Just powdering off my nose. Just a tad bit. Okay. There we go. That way it is set. And you have that porcelain complexion going. There we go. I'm just getting under my nose there. There we go. There we go. And I just like to go around for like good measure, but you can do whatever you want to do. Okay. Moving into the brows. For this, I'm going to be using Rem Beauty's Brow Gel, one of my favorites. Oh. Usually, I have a brow brush. Hold on a second. Well, there's the brow product that we're going to use. Just give me 1 second. Sometimes I put things in random places. Okay, that's fine. If we can't find it right now, that is okay. I'm just going to filled him in with the brow gel for right now because I can't find my brush. And that is okay. You know, things are not perfect, which is okay. Okay, so I filled my eyebrows in with the brow gel. Once again, can use whatever brow gel you want. And once again, if you're curious, this was from Rem Beauty, one of my favorite makeup brands. And next, I'm going to be taking an eyelash curler and curling my upper lashes. And then I'm going to be taking Urban Decay's Wild Lash Mascara and applying to the tops and the bottoms. There we go. Next eye. I'm just gonna wipe. And then I'm going to give one more pump to the mascara wand. Okay. I'm actually seeing a piece of mascara right there. Okay. So, next we are going to do eyeshadow primer. Let me find that. Maybe, once again. I am just not here today. Okay. Oh. After all that searching, I finally found it. Let's go ahead and just fill on top of them real quick. I know usually I wouldn't do that, but that way they just are a little bit more full than... I will keep searching for the missing eyeshadow primer that I can't seem to find. Just doing little brow hairs to fill in my other ones. Okay. Filled in. Moving on. Okay. Not seeing it yet. Nope. Okay. So, we're just going to move on, okay? Just going to move on. And I'm going to use this pink here and these two pinks here. I'm just going to blend them. I'm actually going to start out with the solid pink and just put it all over my lid of my eye, just like this. And I'm actually going to mix the two because I wanted a little bit more of a lighter pink, because we don't, you know. I know I put the eyeshadow primer somewhere. I just don't remember where. That is okay. So I pretty much just mix the shades Stop and Stare with Big Bows. So you get something kind of like this for the base of the eye, just something light. And then I will show you what I'm going to be doing with the other ones. How fun. And like I said, I just pat this over my eyelid just like this. Just like this. Just like that. Okay. Moving in with the next brush now. This is a Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, but as you can tell, it did not go the way that I wanted it to go. So next I'm going in with the color Bat Those Lashes, and we're going to set it on the top with the Made You Look shade. And I'm just going to go into the crease of my eye and blend it in there. I'm just blending it out like this. And then what I'm going to do is take that color again, just a little bit, and connect it just like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit and we're just going to apply to the lid. Just a tad bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long as you cover the whole eyelid. I'm actually just going to very gently apply it to the lid. Because you don't want it on the sides of the bridge of your nose. That doesn't make any sense. So, let me just close those drawers, I'm so sorry. So there we go. And I'm just going to take my brush and blend it just a tad bit. You don't want to go too crazy because we're keeping it soft and subtle. You don't want to do that. Just blending it gently and nicely. Because if you go, you know, like scrubbing on it like that, you're just going to get everything everywhere. And you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want it. So. But the reason why I went for this shade of pink is because Barbie loves bright pinks like this. And the shadow palette I used to do this was the Morphe Disney collab palette. So. Okay. Making sure that there's nothing in that eyeball of mine, because you never know. Well, the reason I'm squinting my other eye is so I can judge whether or not, you know, it's good or not. So we're going to do what we did with the other eye real quick. And I'm going to take those two shades and I'm going to apply it on the lid again. So. Okay. I'm just applying it the same way that I applied the other eye. Simple as that. And then I'm just blending out what we need here. And even if you blend some of the darkness away like this eye, you can always apply it, the shade back. It's not that big a deal. But however you see fit. Okay. So now that you have your eyeshadow done on both ends, I always would like to bring it down underneath, but we could do that a little bit and see how it looks. But if I don't like it, we're just gonna stick with this. Actually, I actually quite do like that. All right, so moving in to the next thing, I'm actually going to put this away since we are done with the eyeshadow step for this. All right, I'm going to just apply a little bit more of mascara, just a bit, even though we are going to put false lashes on later. It's fine. Okay. I'm going to put all of these other products away. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is we are going to get out the other stuff we need. We're going to need a little bit of a highlighter. Just a tad bit of a contour. I'm going to use a little bit of Rare Beauty's blush, liquid blush. And then any highlighter you can find, eyeliner. And then any little lipstick you can find that you like or want. And then you're going to need eyelash plier thingies. I don't remember what they're called. And then I'm going to use a little bit of eyelash glue, eyelashes, and then we will move into the other portion. Then I think I'm going to use this one. A little bit of bronzer. That's good enough now. And the glossier bronzer. This other bronzer I have is a powdered bronzer, Physicians Formula. So let's get into it just a tad bit. I have the Fenty Beauty contour stick, Jesus, in the shade Amber Seduce. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that, like on my forehead, just a little bit, without trying to make myself too skinny, because, you know, that's never good. Just a little bit. All right. I don't like to go too heavy on a contour. I know some people do. I'm not that person. Okay. I'm just going to use this brush. It's just, it's actually a sculpting brush. So, yeah. I'm just going to do that. And we're just going to blend it in to my forehead a little bit. Just a little bit. Just blending it into our forehead. A teensy tiny bit. blending, 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 blending. My goodness. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Moving on to the next step, which is exactly, because I like to do this next. This is the Ghost Face highlighter, which looks, I don't know if you can even see that, but that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go down here with the softest one, the softest like golden shade, and I'm just going to go on my brow bone here, right there. Same thing over here. Gonna go right down the bridge of my nose, just a bit. And then, right on my cupid's bow. And brow bone, just a bit on the brow bone. Perfect. Okay. I don't go too crazy with this because I just think bronzer is like meant to like enhance your beauty, so I just go very, very, very light, just like that. I don't like to and I like to enhance the contours on my face just a little bit of where I did them. So, don't judge me. I'm taking a sponge and yes. There we go. And then we're just going to do the same thing. That way it just gives you a little bit of a bronzy glow. There we go. I'm just going, excuse me, around my chin a little bit. Just like that. There we go. Got an itch over here on my eye. Now, I'm just gonna wipe a little bit off and then blend the rest of it on the side of my nose. But yeah, you don't have to use this liquid bronzer. Oh my God. You can always use a powdered bronzer or a cream bronzer, whatever you feel fits you at the moment. Kind of like with the contour, you can just use a powdered contour, whatever you feel good with, you know? There we go. Okay, now, after we get done doing that, maybe, I'm going to take this powdered contour, just a little bit. I'm going to use this brush, since the other brush is for, I like to bring the powdered bronzer up to my temple a little bit and then bring it down just a tad, you know. Okay, next. Oh, my back. Okay, good on both sides. Now I'm just going to apply and tap a little bit. And I'm just going to get my nose a little bit and under my chin, just like that. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Grace, just a little bit, just a little bit. because you don't want to go too crazy with the blush. I also just take my hand a little bit and just rub a little bit, because like I said, you don't want it too crazy. Yeah. Okay, now other side. I will not be applying this to my nose or anything like that. We're just going to keep it simple since we're going to put more stuff on top. I am not going to put a powdered blush over top of this. I'm just going to keep it simple with the liquid blush and we're good to go. Okay, next step is this. Now, it's okay if you don't get it on the first try. It's fine. But I am going to bring out the I'm going to bring back the mascara again. And then hold on a minute. These are going to help us apply the lashes. Maybe if I can even find my glue to do that. Got to make sure that it doesn't accidentally get glued shut. There we go. And I'm just going to dry it off like this real quick. But you don't want to get them too dry because then it'll be hard to stick them on. So. Like, don't even feel bad because sometimes I even have a hard time applying these. Oh my god. Yes. So, it's okay. I'm just going to, actually, I missed a step. I'm sorry. It's okay. We'll let that go. I'm just going to go real quick on the lash line. Oops. That way it just blends in. So that way, you know, when you stick your lashes on, it doesn't look like there's no space there. And because we want it to blend in, you don't want it to... Exactly. Because if it blends in, that's a good thing. That way whoever is looking at your makeup can't tell that you have lashes on. And that's not the only thing we're using this eyeliner for, so stay tuned here. I am so sorry. I keep getting stuff here and it drives me nuts. Okay. There we go. Like I said, just take your time and be patient with this. I know it can be frustrating and it can be irritating and all that. Blow the dust off that. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. See what I mean? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I think because I applied it on wrong. Yeah, that happens. See, like I said, even I have a difficult time putting these on right. It's fine. I think we should just let it go. Real quick. Yeah. You can use mascara to fill them in if you want, but now that I got it on there, I don't really want to mess with it too much or anything like that, so I'm just getting the excess makeup off my hands. It's fine. Okay. So, moving on. Gotta get my handy dandy things back out so I don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna put some of these brushes back until I need them again. Okay. Oops. We do need this, so I will put you over here. We don't need these anymore. Same thing with this. All the things I'm putting away, we no longer need. Okay, so we don't need this either. Oh my God, sorry. All right, moving on to the next lash, and don't put it on front waves like I did because that was not no. But I'm just saying, we're gonna move on to the second lash now that is stuck to the container. But like I said before, just take your time and everything will be okay. Because things come with patience. Okay. And you can use whatever size lashes you really want to. It doesn't have to be big and dramatic like mine are. You can do whatever ones you want. I'm actually going to set that over there so I don't have to worry about where I'm placing it because see what I mean? Sometimes it's just it's a little difficult. Just a little difficult. There we go. Now they're both on. And I just used the regular, what is this called? A Kala Brush On Lash Adhesive. It's clear, but it's like that. Of course, it looks a little dirty. It's got glue on it, but that's okay. And the eyelashes I'm using, they're just the NYX kind. So. And a random pair of eyelash tweezer things that help you stick on the eyelash better. So, there we go. So, now that that's on, I need to put my other things away that I no longer need. Perfect. Okay. So the next thing we're going to be doing is applying on a lipstick I'm actually going to use 2 lipsticks. Okay, so I'm going to use the Viva Glam Ariana Grande 2 matte lipstick, which looks like this. It's a hot pink lipstick. Yes. And I'm going to just put this over top a little bit. There we go. So this is the finished makeup look for the Barbie glam section. Let's get into part 2, which I'm probably going to pull my hair back for and then brush it out. And yeah. But if you do this part, just make sure that your eyelashes don't get pulled off. Your fake ones. Okay. I'm just going to take this headband, this random blue headband I have, and I'm just going to pull it down. Yeah, see what I mean? You don't want those babies coming off. Okay, so you should look a little bit like this when you get a chance. So what I meant by... Can you hold on a second? Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, I am back. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take our eyeliner. I'm going to pretend it's a marker. And I'm just going to draw one more time. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, so we're just going to start by drawing little lines under here. Just wait. I'm sorry. Just... more time. Drawing arrows, 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 arrows. One more minute. I'm sorry. I keep getting interrupted by something. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So basically what I did is I just started creating surgical lines all over my face. I might have to go back and like retouch these ones because they don't like to seem to stay for some odd peculiar reason. That's okay. That's okay. It might have been how I did it. So what I'm going to do is get another wipe because that's not working. I've got an itchy nose here. Don't worry. One more thing. So, we are just going to start smudging some of the lines. You know, like I said, even if the lines aren't drawn on perfectly, it's okay. It's okay. All right. So, I'm going to grab a few of these sponges that I have because reasons. So, I'm trying to think. Oh, and here's the eyeshadow primer we couldn't find earlier. Glad to see I some fake bloods we're going to be using for this look. Makeup brush. I did have an eyeshadow palette that I was using. we can use this. But what I'm going to do is we're going to smudge some of the lines so you can start going like that to them. And we're going to create a little bit I'm not smudging every single line, but you can smudge just a few, like the arrows and stuff. Because if we smudge every single arrow, we're going to be here all day. So, yeah. Jeez, I'm just going to smudge this line just a bit. And it's okay. It might have dried a little bit, so it might not smudge every single line that you're trying to do. That's okay. So, like I said, at least what I do is I try to smudge the lines, and if it doesn't let me, it doesn't let me. It's okay. So I'm just gonna dab into a little bit of the pinks and the purple. Hold on just a second. Again, I'm sorry. I keep... So I'm just going to dab a little bit under here, just a little bit. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you want to make it look like you were, I almost said injured in whatever way, I don't remember. I want to dance. And you're basically just adding because I feel like if you hold on one more minute, I'm sorry, I keep doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. I like it this way because like you don't have to because do your Operation Barbie however you want to do it. I'm just saying. Because you want her to look like she's got bruise pretty much all over her face. That's a way to describe it. And I like to do this method because you barely get anything. I know. Okay. I'll be right there. So, now that you have your post-operation Barbie look on, I don't know where I put that. I do know where I put that though. I'm sorry that it's so dang loud all the time. It's always that freaking loud. Usually I would put clotted blood on, but today I don't know where that's at once again. Oops, I scored it in the wrong spot. That's okay. Which, to me, if you're going to do a post-operation Barbie, everything needs to be bruised and bloody, but that's just me. But oh my god. Okay. So, after you get done applying that blood, fun. And that was liquidy blood. So, now we're going to use this blood, which is stage blood, basically. Which is basically a little bit of a syrupy consistency. And I'm just going to take one of my brushes and I'm just going to apply just a tad bit to the arrows. And then I try not to use all the fake blood at once. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we need to mix a bit of... Oops. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just going to wipe off my makeup. And yeah, I'm just trying to wipe it out. But there we go. Last step we need to do, well, two last steps. Maybe a few last steps. Let's just get close to the camera like this. Just gonna take this. I know, but my God, that was not intentional. I'm just gonna put it. Ooh. Just a few of my hairs up in there. Can't really get them all, but that's fine. That's okay. It's okay. No. Oh, no. Okay, I got tiny little god, this is so like... You know, I don't really care for this wig too much, but that's okay. That is not cute. Okay. And this is pretty much the look to, oh my god, pretty much the finished look of post-operation Barbie. This is what it would look like. And I hope you all enjoyed my video. And if you do like my videos, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell down below. Comment and like and share, please. And I will see you next time. Bye.